What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, the Bad Wolf. All right, so some people, including one of my friends who's new to this, kind of asked, well, what is a U.S. national? I sometimes forget in my rush to get information out to those people who already know that there are new people who don't know. Okay, so you might see one or two videos with some explanations because you know, but they don't know. So let's get everybody up to speed. Some of you guys just kind of bear with me, and maybe some of you people who are doing this don't even know, like, there's actually clear written definitions of some of these things. So let's jump right in. All right, so all U.S. citizens are U.S. nationals. Like, see how they word that? Why not just say all people born in the United States are U.S. nationals who are then tricked into becoming U.S. citizens? So let's just go on, because really what it is that's what it is. If you're born in any of the 50 states, you are a U.S. national. You acquired your U.S. citizenship, and that U.S. citizenship is to the nation, which is the federal corporation, who have issued out that they are presenting people with what looks like the very thing that you were born already in. So they mimicked it. That'd be like if I said, I've got, grape flavored now and laters, and I give those out, but then I'm also like, I have great laters and nows. Isn't that the same thing? No, it's different, because when they play with words and they're not exactly the same words, they're different. So that's why they say all U.S. citizens, because you've acquired that. And if you are a U.S. citizen, it's because you've acquired that. Oh, and by the way, you're also a national. No. You are a U.S. national who then later acquired bogus U.S. 14th Amendment citizenship. All right, but let's go on. All U.S. citizens are U.S. nationals, but there are some U.S. nationals who are not U.S. citizens. Therefore, this article discusses only U.S. nationals that are not U.S. citizens. So that kind of makes people freak out. Oh, it's not me. I'm a U.S. citizen. I'm freaked out. No, you're a national, and you have U.S. citizenship. You have dual citizenships here because Congress allows for them to have created the two different distinct citizenship levels. Just like I created my own jurisdiction or micronation, and I have my own citizenship with that. Other places and countries have the same thing. So that part of Congress got together and said, we want to offer the slaves citizenship. They weren't born here, so we can't give them sovereign U.S. national citizenship, but we can create an entire nation just for the blacks and Spanish and Mexicans and Native Americans and Chinese and Philippines and whatever else. Their own level of controlled. Cops can beat you up, and you have to be a part of the lockdown ass nationality. I mean, U.S. citizenship. Okay, so that's what that is. As we go on, definition, and this is right from the immigration website. So, like I said, when I bring you guys stuff, it's the real deal. All right. A U.S. national is a person born in or having ties with an outlying possession of the United States. Okay, so let's just break that down for a second. So you're saying that a U.S. national is a person who was born in or has ties to an outlying possession of the United States. Okay, and because they use the small lettering here, they mean the United States of America. If it's in all caps, they're probably talking about the federal corporation. So this in itself already sounds scary. This is right from the immigration website. So it sounds like I don't want to be any part of no outlying territory of the United States. I want to be a national. Wait, what am I? I don't even know. Like, it's so confusing, right? All right. So what they're saying here, and we're going to get to as my guy on the one Amaro whatever channel says, it says, watch for the hijack. Okay. So here it is. Having ties with an outlying possession of the United States Well, what is that? What are they saying? What they're really saying here is that if you're born in one of the 50 states, that's part of the United States. So if you're in the outlying areas, the possessions of the United States of America. So if you're born in the United States, in one of the 50 states, or some areas that the true United States owns, you're a national. Okay, that's what it is. So they're trying to hide it so that it sounds like you're outside or doing something weird, but you're in the possessions of or an outlaw. Born in the United States or having ties with an outlying possession of the United States. Okay, see how they say that? You know, that's the magic. All right, that's the spelling. You know, it's casting a spell right there. So it wigs you out. Oh, well, then I'm not a U.S. national. I'm a U.S. citizen. No, you want to be a national. Okay, for those people born here. Okay, so that's what that is. Which, as of 2019, so because of sites like mine, other people's sites, waking up all the slaves, okay, they've modified some of the stuff so that it sounds even more scary. And it says, as of 2019, this title of U.S. national refers only to American Samoa and Swains Island. So now it really makes you go, well, I'm not a Samoan or from Swains Island. That sounds weird. No, you're still a national, and you're still a national of the United States. This is how they try to hide it, okay? To take it away, make you get all weirded out, you know? Because even when I read, I was like, well, I'm a national, but what? You know, it's weird. So, but that's really what it is. So don't freak out. That's just them playing with the, you know, the wording and whatever else, okay? Also, it is, or in addition, it is also includes those individuals born to 2 U.S. national parents. So like my other videos talking about 2 U.S. national parents, or those born abroad to 1 alien parent and 1 U.S. national parent. So like myself or my son. Additionally, there is a residency requirement for the parents of the child prior to birth in order to transmit U.S. nationality. So, but he was already born here, so we're good. And then it goes into talking about past U.S. nationals. If you were born in the Philippines between 1898 and 1946, you are a U.S. national. If you're in Puerto Rico from 1898 to 1917, and then it goes on. If you want to find out more information, go ahead and, you know, Google that information. You can find it. So what are the rights and restrictions of a national? People are like, well, okay, why are you a national, you know, Mr. Wolf? Why is that such an important thing? What do you really get out of it? What do you really get out of it? That's all I hear all the time. It's not what I'm getting out of it. It's what you have to deal with, okay? Things that I don't have to deal with, that you have to deal with. All right, so restrictions. U.S. nationals cannot vote in any election or hold an elected office. Okay, there was a time I wanted to be an alderman or whatever else for the city. Guess what? I can't do it unless I rescind it or, you know, step back over into that jurisdiction, and I don't want to. I'm okay with it. So other than the fact that I can't vote in an election, which is all federal, or hold a federal office, okay, that's it. Otherwise, what are your rights? Everything else that a 14th Amendment citizen can do. I can work, you can reside anywhere in the United States, you can apply for passports. There's no difference in between the passports for a U.S. national and a U.S. citizen. Both of them mention nationality USA. So even though in the other informational packet, it did say that the passport should have that information on there, like it should say that. Now they're saying, as of this update, that even though the other one clearly still says it, so they're in a panic. They're kind of in a hurry to kind of try to hide these things and whatever else. Their endorsements say this is how it's supposed to be and what it's supposed to say. But right here on the immigration website through them, it says that no matter what you get, it's just going to say nationality USA, whether you're a national or a citizen, 14th Amendment citizen. So now you see where the effery comes around. But yeah, the things that they also, and there's also stuff between the lines they don't tell you. Okay, so it means that you're not subject to their jurisdictional peace officers unless you're committing a crime or doing other such things. Other avenues other than those restrictions, you know, you're free. You can do whatever you want to do. You can contract with people, places, and things. You can do all those things. Like I said, the biggest things are that, and you know, you're not subject to their jurisdiction. Now, if you do commit actual crimes, yeah, you're subject to that because you've caused them some type of damage. But your general things like most tickets and whatever else, you know, even levels of going to jail are actually easier to fight because you are not underneath their jurisdiction. Okay, so that does not mean go out and do stupid stuff. It does not mean this is magic silver bullet for everything. It just means that you have more protection in certain areas. Some things you can't do, and in other ways you have sky's the limit as far as your freedom. So that's about it, guys. Don't forget to hit that bell, like, subscribe on the way out. Donations, if you please, and check out the links down below for offers. That's about it. I will talk to you later. Enjoy your freedoms, or your way to getting there, even more so. Talk later. Bad Wolf, over and out.